Now, let me show you another method to actually move heat from the back of your wood stove. Now, this is a little more involved, a little more sophisticated, but if you're investing all that time to chop the wood, to split the wood, to bring the wood to your house, to bring the wood from your garage into the house, that's a lot of work. So a little more effort and you can actually maximize it in a more efficient way. So I'll show you what we did here. As you can see, I don't have any of those units that are powered by heat on top here. I used to have one for each, but I actually moved away from that. And what we've done with this wood stove is I actually put a blower, it's a fan blower, behind the unit. Now this fan blower, again, if you're interested, I'll show you how it works in a minute, but this fan blower is actually something I got on Amazon. And what it is, it's a rotary blower that goes in the back corner. It's made for a fireplace insert. But what I've done is I've used it instead of a fireplace insert where the air would come in underneath the fireplace and blow out the top. I actually am using it to pull air under the wood stove and blow it out the top. So it really works well, and it has 10 power settings, so I can go from 1 to 10, so I could go really low. I could go up to 10 if I really want to move some air. What I found though is that the lower air actually moves better. My friend Wayne actually gave me a good tip on that. You know, lower air movement actually is better than trying to move all that air at once, because the air is hotter and is moving and is more comfortable in the room that way. So the way it works, if you look back here, you can see that there's actually a unit back there, and that unit now has some stainless steel on it, and the reason is, or some sheet metal, I should say, some sheet metal units that I had to cut out at the local sheet metal shop. And all it is a unit that sits in the corner, and it pulls air in, and it shoots air up. The problem is it was shooting it straight up, so what I had the sheet metal shop do is I had them actually build for me a sheet metal that actually is a 45-degree rounded angle, and it only cost me $25 for both pieces, for that piece that is 45 degrees, pushing the air back up towards this opening. See, this opening right here is about, I'd say it's about 3 to 4 inches, and the air, I can feel the air, and if you stay right there, I can show you this airflow is, I can show you the airflow is really, really tremendous here. It's coming out pretty fast. You can see that tissue, just the airflow on it is pretty, and that's on a lower speed. I think that's on a speed of 4 or 5, and that tissue just doesn't want to stay down, even though I'm trying to make it stay down. So it's really got a lot of good airflow coming out of there. That's a lot more than if I didn't have that on there. It would almost just be sitting there. You see a little bit coming out. So that's what that. So basically, what that is, I put a flat piece of sheet metal on top to pull the air in from underneath. And then I put another sheet metal 45 degrees to push the air out to come out towards the top of the wood stove. And it really works well. So if you're interested, let me know, and I'm happy to put the model number. And I want to show you one more thing on this actually back here. And it has a control unit that is pretty neat. And this control unit, I really recommend this, because you don't want to be sticking your hand back there when it's hot. When it was nice and cool, I actually put the unit back there, and it actually has a thermostat back there. And the thermostat then registers up here, and you can see that it's 77 degrees. I know it doesn't seem that hot, but I mentioned earlier that I've on the top of that same wood stove, it's probably about 110 to 120 degrees as the heat rises. But because it's pulling air from the room, the air coming in is probably around 70 degrees, but it's heating up as it goes in, heating up to about 77. That thermostat's right against the floor in front of the fan unit, and then it pushes that heat up. And if I was to put that up, it would probably be about 100 degrees by the time it blows out the top. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually control a few things here. If you look here, this just changed to 74 degrees, 73 degrees. And what I'm doing is I'm controlling you can leave this unit on all the time, or you can put it on a switch where it'll turn on at a set temperature. I have this to turn on at 75 degrees. When that thermostat hits 75 degrees, the unit turns on automatically and starts blowing heat into the room. It also has a humidity adjuster here, which I don't use. And it has an alarm too, a low temperature alarm and high temperature alarm, which is all really interesting. Finally, the last thing it has, you can also control, this is on number 5, I can control how fast the fan blows. You can go anywhere from 1 to 10. I have it on 5, but you can blow it a lot faster or lower. I probably will turn it to a 3 here pretty soon. I have it on 5 right now, but probably 3 is the right air movement in my opinion. But you can control all that from this unit right here without sticking your hand in. So I highly recommend this. Again, I got this on Amazon, and I'm happy to share what model I got. So, folks, I hope that this was helpful. I hope these 4 tips on maximizing the heat from your wood stove was helpful for you. I hope it's something that will make your temperature in your home more comfortable. And I also hope to be able to communicate with some of you and put out some more videos on some other topics about making our home more comfortable. And we spend a lot of time in our home, so why not make it as comfortable as possible? So thanks for all you viewers, and wish everybody a Happy New Year, which is tomorrow.